Take a breath. Take a deep breath. We have a lot we're about to get into that's going to be different than everything else you've seen and heard when it comes to the Trump indictment, coming Trump arrest and everything else. And a lot of this is going to make you feel good. A lot of it's going to make you feel bad. Some of it might offend you, but it's going to be a lot, all right? So just buckle up. Let's get through this. We'll get through this together. Trump put out the message on his Truth Social that New York DA Alvin Bragg plans on arresting him on Tuesday. Now, quick side note, something you probably already know by now. Alvin Bragg is one of 75 DAs across the United States of America that are funded and backed by George Soros. George Soros, that evil communist piece of trash who should have his American citizenship revoked and should be deported from our nation, has spent millions and millions and millions of dollars, and he brags about this publicly, to elect district attorneys who will do what? Why does the communist gain power? Anyone who watches this show already knows the answer to that. He only gains it for two reasons. Why? What's he do with power? The communist rewards his friends and punishes his enemies. George Soros put those DAs into office to make sure they would turn violent criminals loose, thus causing more chaos and angst, which always aids the communists, and so they would prosecute the political enemies of America's communists. That's why Alvin Bragg is there. And that's why you should be a lot of things today. Maybe you're sad about your country. Maybe you're mad about what they're doing to Trump. Maybe you're mad and sad. Maybe you're a lot of things. But what you should not be under any circumstances is surprised. You should have seen all of this coming. Geez, I told you it was coming last year. Remember, I'm not your mommy. It's not my job to powder your butt for you and tell you everything will be okay. I am America's daddy, so I'm about to tell you how it is. They're going to indict Donald Trump. They're almost undoubtedly going to indict Donald Trump and arrest Donald Trump, and the chances are not zero that that arrest of Donald Trump comes on television. Now, how did I know that's where this was going? Why should you have known where this was going? Well, this is going to be a little dark, and I don't think I've ever shared this with you in this amount of depth. And if it's a little bit down, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to give you the honest truth of what I see and where we're going. You ready for this? We have DAs like Alvin Bragg. All right, you know that already. Alvin Bragg's a piece of trash. This isn't justice. This isn't... Okay, all right. We got all that. I know that. All that stuff's true. But you need to step out of this country you used to live in and step out of this world of make-believe and step into the real world. Like back when I predicted that they were going to arrest Trump and do it on camera, you know what I got a ton of? What's he even done wrong? That's not true. Hey, what about the First Amendment? Okay. We are not dealing with America of 2020. This is a whole new America than even 3 years ago. And we're definitely not dealing with an America of 2000. I'm trying to bring it home how fast things have changed for you. You are dealing with communists who for decades have dreamt of burning this country to ash and locking up all their political enemies. These people never wake up a single day in their lives the way you wake up and say, well, I wonder what the Constitution says about this. Well, I shouldn't do this. It wouldn't be right. They don't even think in those terms. Those thoughts never cross their mind at all. And frankly, at this point in time, if you're still saying things like that, I find you childlike and naive. And it's time for you to slap awake and wake up and realize where we are. You're not only dealing with full-blown communists now, you can't possibly comprehend, and maybe you don't want to comprehend, how many Alvin Braggs are graduating from the elite law schools in America today, this year? How many are graduating from medical school this year? It's not where we are. It's where we're going. You think this is bad, and it is. This is but a taste of what the future of America will be. Today, there are 75 Alvin Braggs in America. Tomorrow, there are 7,500 coming soon to a town near you, unless you win local elections and fortify in your red area like you should be doing. Today, there are Alvin Braggs in your hospital. Your nurses won, maybe your doctors won. Tomorrow, they're all Alvin Bragg. We are heading into a period of time where we have to understand logistics, reinforcements, and things like that. And this is what I mean. Do you know how many people graduate college every single year on average in this nation? 4 million of them. 4 million of them. And while the 2 million Republicans, if there even are that many, are graduating college and going into engineering, or I want to do this, or I want to do that, or maybe I'm going to start my own business, the 2 million communists are going into law. They're running for office. They're taking over your school board, your city council, your district attorney's office. They're going to be your local judge. Maybe they'll even sit on your jury one day. And all of these people believe you should be imprisoned by who you are, for who you are. It has nothing to do with what you do or didn't do, but he didn't do anything wrong. What are you talking about? What does that matter at all? If you think that matters, you don't understand at all what time it is and where you are. We are going into a dark place. And this is why I have told you over and over and over again to leave, flee your blue city and get to a red area and then become an activist and dig in because you have fortifications to make because the communist hordes are coming. Run for your school board. Run for your city council. You go be the local judge. You go take over the local library because they're coming. I promise you they are.